two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. And if he tackled right at the 20, that's a good job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to pass. It's Smith. He's running out of time here. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
How about that to start the game off by this defense? The offense decides to drop back on the first play, and this quarterback has no time at all because of the pressure up front.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Oh, and he fumbles. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
Wow, the defense makes a huge play. They were able to poke the ball away from the receiver, but the offense was quicker to get to the ball, so they retained possession.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The pass rush closing in. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the option play. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
Here comes the Owls offense back out there. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Oh, what a move. Runner with an impressive spin move there. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down after that completion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle, but first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
First down, looking to throw the football. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Dumps it down to the back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. He sells it looking downfield, knowing he wants to hit his running back on the angle route. Effective play to move these chains.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. And try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He's going for a big play downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the out route.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after the completion.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible. Put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
He pulls in the catch. The ball is loose. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
They'll give it to the running back. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And he's got it again. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. On the ground, it's Silva. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1. Looking to chuck it again. Finds an open target on the left side. And he scores! Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Methodical but effective for probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Off the play fake on first down. Tries the right with a quick throw. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Getting set. Here's second down. He's going to hand this off. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's second down here. They're going to run it here. He's brought down out at the 46.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And he finds his target. He has the first. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. That completion sets up a second down play. And there's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Caught near the goal line. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Gets into space at the 50. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Well, nowhere to go on the inside on that draw. Tried to bounce it, Kirk, but nothing doing.
How about the push there from the middle of that interior, that defensive line? As you said, nowhere for him to go, so he's trying to make something out of nothing. And by going out wide, he puts himself at risk of being chased down by the speed of this defense, and that's what we got, a loss for the offense.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Touchdown, FAU. Made the defense look slow that time. And the extra point goes up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Smith. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's caught. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down, looking to throw it. Catch made on the left side. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone. And he
on the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Snags the quick throw. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. Scanning the field, it's Smith.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. Using his legs here. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. He'll call for the fair catch here. Atlantic offense takes the field again. We get the second half started with the running play. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground. It's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
A quick throw out left, complete. And they get him down after the completion.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. He's looking to scramble. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. The ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. First down here for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here comes the handoff. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen, to just a certain degree, they're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. It's second down. Dropping back. It's Smith. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got it on a crossing route. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's 1st and goal.
Defense is coming after him. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, the pass is picked off. And the tackling right there, but that's a turnover.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. 14. This one will be fair caught. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Silva. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. Here comes the up-tempo offense. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Eludes the rush. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in and stretches this defense out wide, it can create some vertical seams for...
The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Owls offense back out there. The back's got it. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the 2nd half. This back had a great 1st half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Good job with the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the 1st down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
We'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. Running past the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Silva. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And he drops back in the gun. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble. Takes.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he picked it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
That's good for a 1st down near the 40. A new set of downs after that completion.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. He's moving out of the pocket. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Pass is caught. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Owls. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, and quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping them from scoring.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And a runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. Tackle made after a solid gain. He'll spot the ball at the 34.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. Gets into the clear. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Scanning the field. It's Smith. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
When a defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback, third down, critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With a conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. And it's complete downfield. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. Not too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Pressure is coming. Escapes the sack. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. The defense backed up against their own end zone. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, no, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he converts the 2-point try, now a 13-point game. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. He'll hand it off. Running with purpose. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Going to try to use his legs here. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down. Do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Quick throw to the left. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Launching one to the end zone. a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. The receiver makes the grab. They bring him down after a short gain there. That completion makes it second and medium. Offense looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab. And it's good for a first down to the 36. Offense in hurry-up mode. Looking to throw it on first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Second down after that previous play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the same runner's got it again. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Important second down play coming up. DB's backing off from the line now. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.